Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the OS World Cup 2015 round of 16. My name is Zetrot, and today we're going to be going over the match of Finland versus China. I'm also joined with my guest commentators, Deadbeat. We also have Raiku, our Fanimization, Zach, and that's all of us for today. A few things to... Yeah. Did I say Deadbeat? I'm almost positive I did.
Yeah, you said Deadbeat.
Said Deadbeat first.
Oh, right.
Indeed.
So, this match that we're going up against, Finland versus China. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Finland is a high seed team and China is a top seed team, so this should be pretty interesting to watch. It does look like they even have their first warm-up set, which is going to be Lung Yet Fat Rainbow Tylenol.
Brilliant.
Is this one of those mad remixes of Rainbow Tylenol? As in, they take sources from random videos and memes and stitch them together to sound like Rainbow Tylenol?
Yes.
Wow, of course it is.
They're commonly known as YouTube poops, kind of, but these are more on the melody side of YouTube poop.
Aren't we all glad that we have people out there that actually have the time to do that?
I know, right? It's beautiful.
Oh, I love it.
I think they're known as MADs or MADs in other corners of the internet as well.
Yes.
We need to track down the king of these mads and bring him to me.
Oh, there's all kinds of great artists that work on these kind of mads.
Yeah, for Rainbow Tylenol, I've heard the one that goes Jaka Jaka Chan 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 or something like that.
Oh my god, that's brilliant.
The K-On one?
Yeah, the K-On one, exactly.
I hate that so much.
Was it done about Jacka-chan?
Yes, it was beautiful.
Oh my god, that's absolutely incredible.
All right, and for
Happy
those,
30 method, didn't he?
yeah, if it wasn't Happy 30, it was Mafia Master.
Great mapper.
I think he did some stuff like that, but yeah.
Yeah, for those asking about the match Taiwan versus the United States, it actually happened a little bit ago, and that was a very tough battle. I definitely recommend going and checking out the video demand on that. It was neck and neck all the way through, but the United States prevailed in the tie-breaking match, and they were able to take that victory.
Hashtag blame that
one. Blame one.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go that far. It was an incredible little match, and it got to a tiebreaker, which is what everyone was looking forward to see. First tiebreaker of the series.
Great way to start off the round of 16.
I guess look at the Chinese team, and it's actually quite interesting the fact that they've only got one player who was in the roster last year, and that's Heesan.
Yeah, looking.
Go ahead.
Yeah, there was no Spring Lane, no GGBY. GGBY wasn't actually around because I'm not sure he was of the rank requirement for China's specific needs, but yeah, it looks like he was the only person last year. I do think Spring Lane was there, I'm not sure though.
Oh, no,
Yeah, Spring Lane was there.
Yeah, Spring Lane is well, yeah. Okay, so yeah, there was two of them.
It was just really nice, and I think I can say this for everyone, seeing Rucker and Yuan play together.
Yeah, definitely.
I was actually surprised to hear they were brothers.
Yeah, they're brothers. They come together to play during the World Cup. It's actually also their real names. Like they're actually, I've got them both on Facebook. They're actual brothers, and yeah, that's their real names that they use in OSU.
Wow. That's kind of like, reminds me of Liz and Liz. Lisette and Lisbeth.
Oh yeah, Lisbeth and Lisette, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both from a little island called Reunion. I think they're from the Caribbean, but they're from a very small island way far off it in the middle of the... Oh yeah, okay, I see.
You have Rucker and Yuan on Facebook, I have them.
Oh, that's awesome. Best day of my life getting a double birthday comment from both of them. It was brilliant.
You know, DGBY, they've actually been in a few Oxford Cups. Because it was in the OWC 3 and 2013 one, so...
Yeah, he was. He must have been, he must have.
I'm looking at the roster. It's Prophet, Detan, Nano, Delsoon, Rebellion, Spring Lane, Spring Roll.
Yeah, Delsoon is GGBY, so he was there last year.
Delsoon Bai he changed his name from GGBY to Delsoon Bai when he wanted to quit, but he didn't.
Yeah, and then he came back, so he fixed his name, or reverted it, as the next thing.
He's actually the longest standing holder of the rank 1 score.
Yeah, he had the highest ranked score for a long, long time.
It's
Now
now
Shane Oyo has recently relieved him of the title, though.
That's right, it's an Australian called Shane Oyo. He actually did that, I think, under a year, which was unbelievable.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah, because I've been going back through and looking at all the rosters and stuff, but I haven't gone fully through and checked the like previous names and stuff like that yet. So I should probably get round to that at some point soon.
I think the Chinese roster this year is actually really, really strong. I mean, they've got people like Rust Bell, Matsumoto Rise, and of course, Disan GGB with Spring Lane from before. And along with Toshino Kyoko to round the roster off, they've just got some really, really big names and strong players here. And in the recent OS All-Star tournament that took place, especially Team SPD, who went on to win it, Matsumoto Rise was actually their captain, and they had a lot of these players in them, so they've proved that they can compete really, really well in tournaments under pressure. So Team China are definitely very, very strong this year.
The only thing that kind of worries me is the fact is they only have 6 players. Unless I'm missing 2.
I mean, to be fair, it's really all they need. If they can get all 6 players in for each match, then they're set pretty much, because each player here with their individual skill, they can and they will show up for their team.
Okay,
So,
no,
yeah.
I watched this as well. For some reason, my little Google Doc is missing Richter and Toshino.
Yep, Rick Xiamao and Toshino Kyoko.
Ah, yeah, they have a full roster, that's right.
I wonder how that happened. I should probably
Oh
fix
my
it,
goodness,
actually.
this song.
Yeah, I kind of noticed here. I know Finland. It looks like Finland kind of picked this as a joke map, but the Chinese team's taking it pretty serious, and they actually got a very high score considering how ridiculous this map is.
Yeah, looking at Finland this year, actually, they're missing quite a few players, which I'm guessing didn't sign up this year. And obviously, we're missing the Lua, who hasn't been active for the past year or so. But a little couple of words about the team. They've got a new up-and-coming star called Sanzir, who seems to be a really proficient double-time player. And then, of course, you've got Iso Kasapapuja, who's been one of the most prolific double-time players for a long time. They are missing Redgnall these days, though, who is pretty much the best hidden hard rock player in the country, aside from the Lua, who's now extinct. But we can look forward to seeing them again one day. But Finland are looking strong, but they do pale in comparison to China, in my own opinion.
Yeah, I
kinda weird
think
that you
that's
mentioned-
definitely true. Go
It's
ahead.
kind of weird that you mentioned the Lua, because he actually hasn't. I don't think he's been in one since the third OS World Cup.
Yeah, he's been missing since the third OS World Cup.
He was in the second one when he was still Rage, and then he was in the
Rage
third one.
Lua.
Yeah, and then he hasn't appeared since then. In fact, most of the Finnish team this year is completely different to last year as well.
Oh boy, this from up.
Ooh, Snowdrive.
Oh wow, Snowdrive, okay. Very, very popular song.
Yeah, China have a roster full of really strong players. Like you probably got GGBY, I'd say, the strongest there in terms of no mod. Hidden, you've got people like Spring Lane and Rick Xiamao. I'm going to say Rick Xiamao because it's definitely not Rick Xiamao. And we're looking at Rustbell and Spring Lane, who are obviously extremely fast double time players. And Dasan, probably the best out of a lot of double time. I reckon Finland will have to work hard.
Wondering, like, is most of the Finland team completely different from last year, or there's some name changes that I've overlooked?
No, you're actually right.
Different from last year.
Yeah, because the only Finnish player is Ikosa.
Yeah, Isakasa Pukuya, who apparently is actually sleeping right now, according to Hipiri. That's
Oh, well,
what
I
for the
see.
Finnish team.
I think I can relate to that one.
As can I.
I kind of missed
There we
the
go. We're getting it.
first match because I was sleeping.
It wasn't a World Cup, but I did once sleep through a tournament match.
Oh dear.
I've slept through a World Cup match.
I was fortunate enough to wake up as it ended.
Oh boy. This is the best time to wake up. Right at the end.
The worst part is because it was exactly half an hour after it started, and matches can be delayed by up to half an hour in that tournament that I was in.
We'll put it this way, at least you've got enough time at the end of the tournament to say Rhythm's just a click away. Don't worry guys, we're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Best ending.
I'm hoping it doesn't become a thing.
Oh, it will.
It will.
It always does.
Oh,
Just because you don't want it to.
dear.
Streams.
I've ruined myself.
I thought D-San had that stream there. It just dropped at the very end.
Yeah, that stream was kind of nasty.
Very accelerated, very evil.
Seeing Sans play hard rock looks quite fun. He's nearly exclusively double time. The curves are dancing there as well.
I can't justify playing this with hard rock. It's like, isn't it already hard enough without? I mean, come on.
He's doing quite well for himself despite that. As I say that, he breaks, but still.
Just out of curiosity, while we're looking at this warm-up match, who are you guys favoring to win this match? This match. You going China?
Yudsins.
I'd have to give it to China.
I feel like China's definitely got the better hand going into this one.
They do have an edge.
Yeah, just off raw sets alone.
I would love to see the Yudsins win this one though.
You know, it's China's top seed while Finland's high seed.
Yeah.
There's also the fact that,
Finland's
like,
definitely not weak, it's just China's so strong.
Yeah.
there's also the fact that China actually has people who have been in the World Cup before, so they're experienced with this sort of thing. And then, like, most of the Finnish team is pretty much new players as well, so
That's very true.
most of their team will be feeling the nerves from this.
Yeah, because it's a debut for a lot of them as well, and debuts in the World Cup are always quite nerve-wracking. It's different if you've been in quite a few, like Fubu has.
Oh, I know how nerve-wracking it is your first time in a World Cup.
Yeah.
I was about to die from how nervous I was first time I was playing.
Should have heard the UK Skype the first time we all played together.
Even in future World Cups, I've had matches that are just so intense that I'm just shaking.
You've been to the
Like,
future,
even
Zach?
if you
No, like, after, like, the first one.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I was gonna say, because, like, even if you've played a lot of Oz World Cups, or just CTV World Cups, or any World Cups, those combos, the bigger they are, the more you start to feel it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I can't drop it. If I drop, it's gonna cause problems.
I feel high combos enough when I'm playing alone.
The control of all the
This
players
ending
during
is
this
just-
warm-up is amazing.
Yeah.
Like, you can really see just how well they've gotten down with the snapping. Some of those streams are just evil.
You necked this.
I forget.
I don't know, but the end of that
I
is
think
just...
something like that.
Yeah, I think it's a Japanese guy called Tairo.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Kid Fury putting on smoke as we near the last section of this awesome tent. Oh my god.
Oh wow, I think it's worth mentioning the fact that this is actually a 7.69 star rated map.
Yeah, it is.
and we're starting to see some of the fails come in there too.
Yeah, you can see there's a reason why Matsumoto and Huonoturi took the no-fail so that their team wouldn't just die and end the match early.
Well, that was a warm-up and a half.
Yeah.
We should be into the bands relatively shortly. Hopefully.
Yeah, there we go. We should
Let's
be
see
getting
how
the
these
bands
rolls.
anytime.
Oh, that's not a bad
Very
roll
nice.
actually.
Very nice roll from Matsumoto.
Oh,
Ooh. So it looks like Matsumoto Rise will be going first with the bans.
I feel bad
Oh,
because like
D-san
that wasn't actually a bad roll. It just not high enough.
wasn't good enough, yeah. Oh no, Eye of Aeon is banned. No. Why?
Oh dear. That is your favorite.
Old maps.
And it looks like
And-
Cosmos.
No 0108 either? Sanse, you're killing me.
No, what? Sorry.
Cosmos, the 0108 map is banned.
All right.
I'm sad we won't get to see Eye of Aeon. We did see it in the last map.
Oh wow.
Oh, I
Yeah,
did not
really
expect.
Great out.
Wow. What?
Oh,
Damn it, Sanse.
you got targeted, man. You got targeted.
Oh man, you got wrecked.
I
Jeez.
bet he did that like just to get back at you.
Yeah. Oh, Rubius is banned as well.
Yeah.
Very weird bans in my opinion. I didn't expect to see Rubius of all things banned out. A pretty solid no-mod pick. Actually, it might make sense actually because Finland, given what kind of map Rubius is, it's more consistency than anything else. So if China got a few fluke misses, Finland might have been able to take a point off of that. That's actually pretty clever from Matsumoto there. But yeah, as we wait. Oh, no, there we go. The first map has been picked. It will be double time.
I reckon Finland have a strong is their forte, but then again, it is China they have to face. They've got the strongest double time players in the game, like Spring Lane and San.
Exactly. And Finland don't even have Isukasa Pupuya with them right now. So,
That's trouble.
very much so.
I'm noticing more and more cryo maps getting into these map pools.
Yeah,
and-
and he's a really good pro. I'm glad to see that he's in it.
Exactly. Cryo's maps are generally pretty well liked and, well, in my opinion, just perfect for the map pool, really.
I definitely have to agree with that.
Kinda makes me want to go play more of them, to be honest. I probably should.
You definitely should.
I know there was one I really wanted to finish. It was one of the Kodako maps he made. Cannot remember what it's called though.
Ah, we're getting right into it.
Just a quick mention that I won't actually be able to live commentate on the actual matches themselves, only provide you guys with information. I will be able to later though.
Getting right into it, we have a few early accuracy hiccups from Buonoturi and Spring Lane, actually, surprisingly enough, which is giving Finland a very, very slightly, very slight.
Yeah, when it comes to matches like this, I wouldn't say the matches at their hardest yet. The maps aren't too difficult, so both teams do have a chance as long as they're both accurate. If you have an accurate side, then at this stage of the OS World Cup, things can really go either way. It was especially obvious in the group stages.
Oh, definitely. I mean, The difficulty of the maps allow the lower seeded or less powerful teams to pull off upsets against, the stronger teams, provided they're more consistent. And that's just how the World Cup is designed to be. Look at the flow between those sliders. I mean, you can tell why Cryo is loved as much as she is.
We saw plenty of those upsets during the group stages.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, that's what I
Is it go?
I didn't know that.
Oh, did Spring Lane actually break there?
It looks like he did.
And so did Rust Bell. Finland actually taking the advantage right now. Matsumoto Rise break, so Sanze. Are Finland going to take the first point against China in this match? Is this another upset in the making?
This is exciting. I love these parts.
Ah, Rust Bell didn't break. That was my bad. But Matsumoto and Spring Lane did. As I say that, Matsumoto breaks again.
We need to stop saying names.
Yeah, Juan taught us a lesson. Oh, but Finland, unfortunately, Kipiri and Nikto are broken, and China's taking back the lead.
I'm gonna risk it. D-Sun. Oh, so someone else misses. Okay.
Please stop. That baby. No.
Oh look, the
No.
entire Finland team just missed.
No, Finland, do
Don't
not
follow
take the first
Juan.
point. Juan's not even here, but we're still continuing
Yeah.
his legacy.
On an unrelated note, though, I think it's always nice to talk about the way the maps are structured during these World Cups, because a lot of effort has gone in not just by the map selectors, but the mappers themselves to bring these maps to the Cup for you guys.
Oh, of course. It's not easy to make a map and go through the entire process of getting it ranked. Make no mistake.
Yeah.
It's long, arduous, difficult, messy, dirty, and just downright difficult.
Yeah, I think actually the majority of the commentators here have experience with actually either being a BAT or a beat map nominator or actually making maps themselves. I think especially Z-Trot can be quoted there.
I guess. I mean, 115 is not that big of a deal.
I'm gonna say
Apparently have like
beating a
experience in
standard
the
map
last one.
isn't
and, like,
too
I'm a-
hard.
What? Okay, Zach.
Get out.
No.
Zach,
Wait.
Zach.
You
No.
hear me out
You got
because
5 seconds.
okay, basically just because standard has a lot more modders. On Catch the Beat, it is so hard to get anybody to mod anything.
Okay, I have to agree with that. I know what it's like. I've got friends who
very
do
true.
modding on Catch the Beat.
But that
Let's
doesn't
just
mean
put-
it's easier to make.
I'm not saying the maps are easier to make on standard as compared to Catch the Beat. Although on Catch the Beat, you have to use the standard editor.
I'll put it like this. On average, a map takes at least a month to get ranked. You've got several stages. You've got actually mapping it, and then you've got the modding stage, then you've got the polishing stage, then you've got the qualifying stage where it can still be completely denied, and then you have it being ranked.
I'd give it an average of 4 months, actually, but all right.
Yeah, it took
looks
me
like we're
about
gonna
3
go into,
months.
My Dear Friend next, so this should be good.
Oh, more double time.
Looks like
All right, Finland deciding to pull out their... Well, they did really well on that last DT pick, so maybe they're hoping they can pull off a point here. Quick note that every double time map is actually open. None of them were banned.
Yeah, I don't
Both
think anyone would
teams are
expect
pretty
anyone to.
good with double time, so
Yeah, I agree with Deadbeat. I don't think anyone would be willing to ban double time, especially out of these two teams.
Exactly. Double time is really one of their strongest suits for both teams.
I would have been surprised if they banned double time. That would have been more of a surprise.
Very much so.
And looks like we're gonna have Nikto joining the Finland team for this one.
Yeah, it looks like he's changed his keyboard and come back ready to roll. Apparently, Spring Lane feels a mysterious power from within his body. Whatever
What?
that refers to. It's a translation, apparently, of the chat. It's Evrian, so I trust him. Actually, no, what? No, I'm trusting Evrian. I'm making a big mistake. Woodcore, never forget.
We've got some interesting matchups coming up as well. So after this, we've got Austria, Malaysia at 10:30. Following that, we've got Hong Kong versus Germany.
And those are going to be a pleasure to watch.
Absolutely.
I'm really excited for Hong Kong versus Germany, personally.
Me too. Following that, at 1:30 p.m., we have United Kingdom versus South Korea, then Thailand versus France, then Norway, Poland, and Canada, Brazil to finish off the round of 16.
I think the UK Korea game is going to be the best one.
I'm hoping we'll upset them just like we did with Japan.
I think everyone just really wants to see that match.
Yeah, I don't even care who wins. I just want to watch the match.
I'm with you there.
You can see me miss all over the place.
Oh, don't worry.
No problem. We'll get Juan in to call your name.
That'll work.
Actually, me and Yuan have very similar play styles as well.
Suddenly Raiku's name is said 4 times and he misses.
Yeah.
Continuing on one's legacy.
All according to plan.
I think
Rigged.
Thailand versus France is going to be good because France are known as a very, very speedy team. They're very, very fast indeed.
Everyone's
Yeah, in
doing
previous
really
years,
well,
I
right?
would say double time was France's strongest suit.
Yeah. Oh, actually, it's worth mentioning as well. A shout out to all our French friends watching and playing in the OC World Cup today. Just a moment for them and to think about what happened over there. So everyone just pray for them.
Ooh, and it looks like Finland, Nikto, I think, actually broke there.
Actually, looking at combos, it looks like Rustbell might have missed a bit, like in the first 20 combo or so.
Yeah, it looks like he had a bit of an early hiccup there.
I'm surprised to see Rustbell miss like this. Maybe it's just because he hasn't got so much experience in the World Cup, but you know, he's a very, very strong player. So
Yeah,
consistent
I've
as
seen
well.
some of his scores.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've
what
actually
was
been looking
that?
more at the
From Rustbell, what? I
Oh,
think that was a slight misread, I think. After
That's
the
what it
break,
looked like.
the first note, he hit it too early.
That's a shame.
I would
But I
say he's a
think
very
China's-
high-tier player.
Yeah, I think China still have this actually. But does this look out Matsumoto Rise and Tori missed there actually?
I think Hipiri actually just had a break there too, so I think it's all over for Finland as the map winds down to a close. Yeah, there you go. Advantage 2-0,
Chat are being pretty awesome right now.
for sure.
Good job, chat.
That's the best thing you guys have ever done.
Wow.
Ouch.
Yeah.
That's fired.
But yeah,
Hey, I started this.
that was actually a bit of a iffy pick from Finland. Like, I thought they might have been able to take that one, but their accuracy seemed to have dropped quite a bit there. I mean, like, 96%. Might not have been the best pick for them to go for.
Yeah, that pick from Finland, I think, was an effort for them to try and take a point based on their performance on the last D pick, but... Oh, yes! Oh,
Oh
beautiful.
boy. Here we go.
Thank God. I've been wanting to see this so much.
See, I remember you guys talking about Flower during the last match, the USA
Yeah.
Taiwan match, and I didn't actually realize what it was. And then I looked at the map and like, oh, Flower.
This map. This map
Actually-
is beautiful.
Yeah, I feel a bit bad because I'm behind with the netball showcase because I'm busy with other stuff. So this should definitely be good.
This is an old map, I believe, mapped sometime at the tail end of 2011, if I'm not
Oh.
mistaken.
Okay, hold on. Let me get in here real quick, and you guys are feel free to commentate through the rest of the matches. I just want to give some D-San hype where it's like needed. He was doing amazing that game. I was cheering in the Twitch chat. I know Twitch saw me, but D-San, if you listen to this or you hear this, that was awesome. You did great. Go China!
Oh wow. Okay, so this is an apricot map?
This difficulty is mapped by Nakagawa Canon, though, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes it is, but like, I haven't heard the name apricot in a long time.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
is
he
an
was one of those
old
older
map.
players. You don't really
Yeah, I think
see
he was actually in
anymore.
some of the original Ultimate Cup as well, if I'm not mistaken.
He might have been.
Such an old name.
Yeah, he was in the second World Cup and the third one.
Yeah. I heard you mentioned actually Nakagawa Cannon, known as DKSSLQJ, who was actually the mapper of the famed map Freedom Dive.
Ah, yes. He also has a difficulty on the map Yggdrasil, which was in the finals map pool last year.
Yeah, I was playing that earlier. I was actually aiming for rank 1 earlier, but I couldn't quite get the accuracy.
Aw.
Considering that this is the same guy that did Freedom Dive, I think we can expect quite a lot from this map.
Just
Yeah.
streams, space streams.
Although then again, this is quite a bit older than Freedom Dive as well, so...
Trust me, space streams. Oh my god, full mods from Finland.
Whoa, what?
They're all going with Hard Rock?
Finland, they're going ham
Are they
here.
giving
What
up?
on earth?
Are they giving up? Maybe they want to go out in a blaze of glory.
Or maybe they're just confident.
Yeah, I think they can do it. I think if they're
On
facing a
this
team like
map.
China, they have to go out to win.
On this map, though. Oh.
Okay, so if they're doing what a team should be doing and practicing the full week before the OC World Cup, maybe they've all been doing multis together and just playing Hard Rock non-stop on this map.
It is possible.
Apparently, we're having some issues with the song starting for Dsan.
Yeah, it looks like Dsan is having... He says he does not start the game. He's having some connection issues on his end. If he's having some
That was
connection
a nice,
issues, we'll probably just... Nice roll.
That's a nice roll.
Nice roll.
Sick roll. SGG right there.
It was a great Star Wars style no, Z-Trot. I know how much you love him.
Alright, so it looks like we're going to be having another go at this, and hopefully it will work better this time.
Yeah, as long as it's within the first 30 seconds of the map, they do replay the map, so everything's all good.
I'm actually going to quote some sound advice from Toglet here. He's actually saying that this map's probably a little bit better than Hard Rock, so he's expecting 4 times Hard Rock.
Really? Huh.
Yeah.
Well, we shall see.
In a way, I suppose it does make sense. It's approach rate 8, which is pretty hard to read on a map like this because of how the stream is up. So I suppose, yeah, Hard Rock would make this slightly easier for some players. It makes sense now that I think about it.
I think it's also more the fact that a lot of these players are more used to AR 10.3 rather than 8, so...
Yeah, that as well.
And now things are working properly.
Rust Bell actually deciding to go with Hidden, and if there's anybody who can pull it off, it's him.
Yeah, agreed. Him
I'm
and
definitely more
Toglet.
interested in Finland this time around, though.
Yeah, they're putting one hell of a show on.
That's for sure.
That CS...
Yeah, it's CS 5.2 on Hard Rock.
I actually thought it was a bit lower than 5, okay.
This song, Flower, is actually famous in the Bemani community, or for people who play 2DX, because it's shown up in every single Konami rhythm game ever, with the exception of, I believe, 2. And Konami makes a lot of rhythm games, by the way. There's about 20 or 30 out there.
Oh jeez, that is
The
quite a
Bemani
lot.
national anthem, if you will.
Yeah, great company,
even-
great company.
I don't even think I can name 20 rhythm games.
Misses across the board for Finland so far. For China, we've got Toshino Kyoko and Ruspa holding strong.
You know, every time someone mentions, it just occurred to me, every time a commentator mentions a player's name, it reminds me of Arya Stark's kill list from Game of Thrones.
Oh dear.
Winter is coming, and Finland won the war last time that happened.
Indeed.
But yeah, this is looking pretty good for China here. I mean, Finland have only got the
Exactly.
1 full combo, and that's on Hippery. Meanwhile, back on China, like, Rustbell and Toshino are still with the full combo.
Toshino is an excellent Hard Rock player. Not surprised to see him FCing and Ruspa just about anything. AR8 Hidden is definitely in his wheelhouse.
It's actually quite weird to see someone.
My god.
It's actually
Oh,
quite
when
hard to
Hippery's
find
given-
someone at this level, because they're actually quite good at AR8 hidden.
It's not a very popularly played playstyle, I guess. AR8 Hidden is not, you know, it's not worth that much, so it's more of a novelty than anything else.
You could genuinely see maps with a lower AR with hidden, people tend to avoid it.
They really
Yeah.
do.
And I hate to point out the obvious here, folks, but unfortunately, it looks like winner failed.
Oh dear.
He did
I guess
indeed.
he's
Poor
not a
winner.
winner today.
I was just
I'm
waiting.
sorry, I had to.
I was waiting. I know you had to.
I had to do it. Someone had to do it.
Winner loses, but well, China wins. Incredible accuracy from Rustbell. Just 12 100s with hidden. Disan as well, 10 along. Just that one miss him off. Everybody else getting around 30 or 40 100s. Not really surprising on a map like that. But yeah, 3-0 to China so far. They need just 2 more points to win. And Finland are going to have to step up their game just a little bit if they want to pull back some points here. Winner lost, but indeed.
Okay, so just been told that the MP command didn't get updated for some reason.
Oh,
I don't know
no mod.
but it should be fixed now.
Looks like Finland are going to go with no mod now to try and either pull this match back or maybe take a couple points off China before it all ends. I'd say they have a pretty good chance, actually. If they can hold consistently, Kakushigoto is a map that they can do pretty well on, I suppose. So wouldn't be surprised to see Finland, take a point or two off here.
Randomization. Looks like you're the new Mr. Color.
What? Where did that come from?
You're the only person who's actually able to pronounce these things properly.
I've been lectured on this by Ryosuke more than once.
Oh boy.
Yeah, none of us had any chance at pronouncing them correctly, no matter how simple they looked.
I remember. Nah,
What
I'm
is
just gonna get
cat?
used to it. Well,
I am feeling pain.
okay. Monoturi.
What?
I don't.
I go spin, spin.
Hey, Zitra, you have a fan.
He does
He's
indeed.
a fan of his mapping.
Oh, is that what he said?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he says he likes your maps.
Oh! Life
Zitrat's having a moment.
Enthusiastic.
Zitrat's having a moment.
I am having a moment. I'm gonna have my moment.
You might want to have that off the microphone.
Exactly. Wow. But yeah, as we get right into it, Kakushigoto. I mentioned this last match, but this is actually a cover version of a very popular song. And the two singers are actually both OS players. Yelena won the OS Idol contest last year, and Charlo is quite well known for covering various songs, mapping them, and then getting them ranked in OS itself.
Charlotte came in a very close second, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
Close
and then
second.
the one that
Yeah,
you wanted
it
to
was-
win came third.
Yeah, I
It was very
know.
close.
Miss Tatiana got destroyed. It made me sad.
Fun fact, there was actually, what was it, 0.2 score difference between Zelina and Charlo?
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like 47.5 and 47.3.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It was really close.
I
It's
actually really
actually
missed the
quite cool
OS
to see,
Idol
um,
contest.
That's still going.
Yeah,
Well,
the current Idol contest has not ended. This was last year, as we were talking about, I believe.
Yeah, it's quite unfortunate.
What's going on with Spring Lane?
I have no idea there.
He's back.
That is
And,
going to be a detrimental hit.
It really is. China actually falling behind because of that. I think Spring might have tabbed out there for a second. Maybe he got a Steam notification or something. It's happened to me on more than one occasion.
Generally, yeah, well, like when that happens, I just go offline on Steam. Like I am right now. It's actually quite cool to see people like Shallow and Yelena doing covers for us. I think it's a really cool idea.
It's great to see those maps ranked. I think it just brings a whole new level of community involvement. It's beautiful.
I hope more people do it. Like, we've seen a few us people actually create music and then get it ranked, like here, Kathleen.
I don't think you'd like it so much if I gave that a go.
Yeah, who was it? Not Shinta, I think, who sang Image.
Oh, that caused so many issues. People blew up about that so much. It was great.
That's a name I haven't heard in so long. Not Shinta.
You just had a break from Desan.
Yeah, Decent actually broke there.
But I don't think
disappointment.
it's enough for Finland to catch up.
Yeah, their
that-
combos are not high enough.
Not with Matsumoto still comboing.
Yeah, insert Star Wars no when DC.
And yeah, Huonoturi breaks along with Hipiri.
And yeah, Barry breaking is pretty much nail on the coffin here.
Pretty much.
So you got Matsumoto and Rustbell both above 1,000 combo. Spring Lane not too far behind either.
I think Matsumoto's actually still on an FC right now.
Oh yeah, I think he is.
Worth noting, we mentioned the artist and the song itself, but the mapper, I mean, we didn't mention him because really, there's not much to say about RLC that hasn't said already. He's just an excellent all-round mapper, and when he first showed up, I think he really took the mapping world by storm.
Yeah, I mean, generally, if people here haven't heard of RLC, they haven't played enough of the more insane tier maps.
Yeah,
Story
RLC
Love song.
definitely sits at the high end of the map pool, I would say. And yet another win for China there, getting them one step closer. This might be our first clean sweep of the round of 16, folks. Also, go Desan!
Matsumoto Rise 6/100s, Rustbell with 9, and Desan with 9.
That is
Oh,
an
and a 50,
amazing display of accuracy. Hipiri with 8, actually. Wow.
Well, we're getting quite a variety in how the matches are going.
Tiebreaker and then clean sweep.
Yeah,
It hasn't happened yet, though.
and that was a
Finland can take
pretty
1
intense
point.
tiebreaker too, since it kept going back and forth.
Oh, right up till the end.
Yeah,
Just, oh,
This entire Oswald Cup so far has been pretty interesting.
as it always is, really.
and it probably wouldn't have been near as exciting if we were still using the old scoring system.
Yeah.
Yeah, accuracy has really shown to be a factor in how these games end up.
Like, I feel like there's detriment times where people would have overtaken the other team if it was still scoring V1.
Oh, for sure. And it looks like the
Yeah,
fifth and final map of this pool has been picked.
I wouldn't say finals
I
just
say
yet.
final. I say final,
Yeah,
but
final.
that's a bit of a damper on Finland. I'm sorry about that. Possibly final, not necessarily final.
Match point.
And it will be Otsukimi Recital by Yui Kono. And you mentioned earlier, Deadbeat, about how a lot of cryo maps were in this one. This is actually a collab between Mythol and Cryo, so more cryo in this pool. Why not?
And to boot, it's in the Hard Rock pool, where he generally seems to appear. How many cryo maps have been picked that weren't actually in Hard Rock?
Cryo is usually more of a DT style pick because of the way she maps, but yeah, seeing a cryo map, even if it is a collab difficulty in Hard Rock, is interesting.
Because I've only known them to be in Hard Rock. As I mentioned in the group stage, like the last 3 YOS World Cups, she's had a map in the Hard Rock bracket for the group stage.
Yeah, there was definitely a cryo map in the group stage this time as well.
Yeah. I think this is actually the first time I've seen one of her maps in double time.
Really? I've seen Cryo's maps in double time quite a bit, actually, in other tournaments as well, if not the World Cup itself. Ooh, Poofy with an early break, though, on the Finnish side. Along with Desan. Huh. Not expect to see Desan break there.
Don't say that in front of Z-Trot.
No, it didn't drop.
Ah, yeah, my mistake. My mistake. Poopy actually woke up about an hour ago, so it's possible he's still a little sleepy.
Who actually picked this, by the way? Was it China?
No, this was, yeah, China's pick.
Yeah, because it seemed like Finland had a bit of an issue here. I mean, 95, 96, CN accuracy.
On
That's
a
really good.
yeah, on a happy side note, by the way, this OC Live is around 1,000 viewers away from its 2 millionth view, which I believe will happen today.
Oh, wow, that's excellent.
That's quite
good.
the accomplishment.
It is indeed.
Yeah, that should definitely be filled up by the end of the weekend. Because I imagine by the time we get to like the UK Korea game, we'll have like 5,000 viewers probably.
Yeah. Oh dear, all those people watching me.
No pressure, Raikou, no pressure. Ooh, Poopy messes up on the back and forths. Those are
All
pretty
pressure.
people. All the pressure.
It seems like a pretty standard sort of jump style map, kind of like we had SML last week.
Yeah, it does remind me a bit of SML, actually.
Yeah, but one of the things to point out, guys, and I noticed nobody's been saying it, is that, yeah, all these maps do look standard for what we see in our really hard maps in OS, but it's completely turned upside down when you add Score V2 to it. It
Oh, yeah.
literally changes everything, because these little short sliders that are normally easy, like as you can see, Spring Lane actually nailed a couple hundreds on that, which I don't think would have even been something we saw happen if not for the different mechanic with the score change.
Yeah, the lack of slider leniency has been affecting a lot. I've heard plenty of complaints and issues regarding that. I've also heard the opposite, where plenty of players are just, doesn't bother me. But, you know, having heard both sides of the story, I'd say it still has a pretty big impact on how the matches turn out.
I actually remember
Especially with
Zitro and I were,
accuracy.
Zitro and I were telling a retired player about this, and he was overjoyed at the fact about this. He
Oh,
was so happy.
it tickled his fancy hardcore.
I would imagine.
That is going to be a very decisive win for China. Go China, go D-San. And also Matsumoto Rai, Spring Lane, and Toshino Kakio. Or Kyoko.
Kyoko.
Yeah, there we go. Blah, 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 blah. Very good game, though, guys.
Yeah, congratulations to China for taking the first clean sweep of the round of 16. Finland tried. They had a pretty good run. They almost took a point off in the very first map, but after that, it kind of fell apart for them a little bit. They do still have a chance, though. They've dropped down to the losers bracket, and, well, if they can advance through that, then they still have a shot, whereas China will advance through the winners bracket into the next round.